Hey everyone, this is Kelly from Zenemy. I'm one of your private practice coaches. And can you believe that the holidays are here? An interesting discussion came up in one of our coaching programs around end of the year and raising fees and inflation. And many people think that at the end of the year is when they evaluate their finances and then they raise their fee in January. Which, hey, looking at your fee is important. And if you have that plan for the end of the year, awesome. But I also want you to consider that you want to be looking at your finances on a monthly basis. Maybe your rent has changed. Maybe the cost of delivering the services has gone up. And at any time, you can change your fee. Do not put in your informed consent that you only look at it annually. You can put in there that as needed, you review your business finances and will give a 30 to 60 day notice of when a fee is being raised. If you wait for just annually raising your fee, you could have something major in your life or in your business shift the need, and then you're waiting out that amount of time. Set your fee according to what it costs you to do business and to take care of you and your family and your life. And you do keep on top of those expenses on a monthly basis. So if you are coming around the bend here wanting to look at fees and all of that, you should be having your P&Ls, your profit and loss statements prepared for the entire year so that come January, you can give them over to your accountant to start preparing your taxes. It'll also give you insight into what's been happening in your business if you haven't looked at it in a while. Sometimes we have everything on auto pay and we don't pay attention to where the money is going. And maybe we're not aware of the cost of doing business and how it has increased. Or maybe we're not aware of the cost of living and how it has increased. So if you just set your fee raising on an annual schedule, you will miss out on keeping up with what your business needs and what your life needs. It will strain you more towards the end of the year because you've been living on less than what you can or functioning the business on less than what it needs to function well. And at any time, you can raise your fee. And maybe you just raise your fee. You go in and you do your finances and think, I didn't raise it enough. What would it be to go back to your clients and say, the fee is going up again. I made a mistake. We often are trying to protect our clients from our humanity and mistakes that we make. What would it mean for the therapeutic relationship to say, I underestimated, I did not calculate properly, and the fee is going to actually be XYZ. And then giving them some time to decide if they want to continue or if they need to be referred out or whatever that might be. Don't set your fee according to the calendar. Don't set your fee according to what other people are doing. I hear this a lot just because I happen to work at home with a bookkeeper. My husband owns Grow the Books, and I hear him talking to people often, and they often want to know what other people are charging. But what they don't know is what other people are spending and what other people require in their life to sustain a living. So you've got to really look in the mirror at yourself, your needs, when you're setting your fee. And don't avoid the conversation with a client. We talk a lot about this in our business school, and you may have heard me say it before. It is a disservice to never change anything in the therapeutic relationship with our clients. What relationship on earth does nothing ever change? Gosh, I hope I change as a person continually and that improves upon the relationships. Hi, Paul. Hi, Dinah. So changing your fee is part of that experience, and walking alongside a client through their reaction, through their feeling about it. Because when someone changes the boundary or the terms of agreement in a relationship, how do they respond? And how do you hold space for that and walk alongside them through it? And it is okay if they decide that does not work for them. Whatever you do, it cannot be out of fear, right? It can't be out of fear of, oh, inflation's coming, the economy's going to fall apart, or this client's going to leave and I'm going to lose all my caseload. If we can remove some of that emotion and get into just the math and say, this is what it really needs, and trust that when you have integrity in what you're charging, that will pay off in what you reap in your practice. So we're not going to compare our fee. We're not going to just wait for the new year. We are going to evaluate, at least on a monthly basis, how things are doing financially and make changes when we need them, not putting it off. Again, if we put it off, what are we replicating in our relationships? If you're in a marriage and your partner needs something different, should they wait every 3 months to ask for that need? No, they should be able to communicate that as needed. And that's the same thing you want in the therapeutic relationship. The advantage is that you have a person, you, the therapist, are there to tolerate, be with, support, move through whatever reaction there is. And know that it's not just about you, right? So do not wait on looking at the fee stuff here. We have a whole training on how to set fees on the website. You can go check it out. It is a therapeutic intervention. It is a way you take care of yourself. It is a way you keep the doors open. And if you want to talk about accessibility, we still can do that. Even with a fee raise, there are other ways to make services accessible beyond suffering and taking the brunt of whatever's happening in your life and the economy, right? So as we come towards the end of the year, start your bookkeeping, start looking at those profit and loss sheets. And if you don't understand how to do that, get some help. Ask a bookkeeper, ask your accountant to look at them with you so that you can really understand how the numbers work. And then you can make a better decision for yourself and your business and for your clients. Never underestimate the power of running your business through a clinical lens. When you make a business decision, it impacts the clinical. When you make a clinical decision, it impacts the business. They go hand in hand. You cannot separate them. But you can do them well and with integrity and consistency. So your fees are how you show up for your client and yourself. That's that intersection of the two worlds. And we're here to help you with it. So if you have questions about raising your fee, post them below on this video. If you've been thinking about just raising your fee in January because of inflation or whatever reason, let your fee raise be because of what is right for you and your business, because you looked at the numbers. And if you need support on that, let us know too. All right. I will not be here next week because next week is Thanksgiving week. So I wish you all a beautiful weekend, time off, hopefully with family and friends, and that you are surrounded by love. And my hope is that you can look at what you are creating in the world and hold your head up high. Open your heart to really the good that you are doing in your community, but also look in the mirror and take care of that person. They need you. Until next time.